Welcome to our organ class today. We are looking at the couplers today. What do we mean by the word couplers? Now this is a Viscount Unico 800 organ. Now on this organ we have both the intra-manual couplers and the inter-manual couplers. Now when we talk about couplers, from the word couplers, couple means you are adding two things together. So for example, now this is, remember from our first class we discussed, these are what? Choir manual, this is the grate manual, this is the swell, and this is the solo. Now the stops I have on the grate, I can add some stops from the choir to it to make it sound. For example, let me just show you. Please let's come here and see. I want to select my diapason now. Now I'm on the grate manual now. Now what we mean by coupler is I will add some stops from my choir now and couple it together. So like I'm adding it. So now let me do that now. I'm selecting this, my flute, and let me add a mixture so that you can get a clear meaning of what I mean by coupler. Now look at the sound here. Now look at this place. Now these are my couplers here. If you look at it, this is the coupler for the swell to grate, choir to grate. Now I want to pick choir to grate. Now on this organ, one interesting thing about this organ is we have both the sub-octave coupler and also the super-octave coupler, and also we have the octave coupler. So now I'm going to select the 8-foot choir to grate. Before I select it, look at the sound. Now let me select it now. Can you see? So I'm adding this to this by activating the coupler. Now if I activate the choir to grate 4-foot, that is the super-octave coupler, you see it will give me, it will add an octave higher to what I'm having now. Let me remove it. Let me add it. Now let me add the sub-octave coupler to it. The sub-octave coupler, can you hear the sound? Let me remove it. Now let me add both the sub-octave and the super-octave couplers together. Let me remove it. Let me remove the octave coupler. So the same thing can also go for the pedal. Like here we have the grate to pedal. I can couple the grate to the pedal, swell to pedal, the same thing that you can do. Now on this organ we also have the intra-manual couplers. Now for example, now on my choir stops, you can see the concert flute and the channel. Now let me do this. Now look at this place, you can see choir to choir 4-foot. So this is a super-octave intra-manual coupler. Now let me put it. You see the difference? Now let me add the sub-octave. So let me add it together, the sub-octave and the super-octave together. So on this organ, this is a very beautiful organ, Viscount Unico 800 organ, and we're going to discuss more on this in our next class. So this class is just centered on couplers, how to couple your manuals from one manual to another, or how to couple them to the pedal, or how to couple them intra-manually. So thank you very much. See you in next class.